those that are watching this, this is my Sihing, my older Kung Fu brother, Master Jeremy Roadruck. He's in the Orlando, Florida area now. He's going to be coming to Katy, Texas later this month, March or
20th,
so.
21st, 22nd. Yes, sir.
I guess I'll hand it off to you, Sarah. We're definitely excited for you to come out. We already have our sign up sheet and people are
Nice.
registering already and all that good stuff. So I think we're doing kind of four sessions. We're doing a Friday night, a Saturday morning, a Saturday afternoon. And then for leadership instructors, Black Belt Club, future disciples, that type of thing, we're going to do a invitation only for Sunday. And I know, leadership, all that is kind of your specialty. And so, yeah, I'll just hand it off to you, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, thank you for a moment of your time. Try to be fast. Try not to take up too much of it. So, we're going to do a series. Friday night, we're going to talk about Kung Fu life. We're going to talk about kicking because, heaven, long range, keep people out. Kicking is a beautiful skill. And tell you this, if you can get your feet to do what you want, when you want, the way that you want, everything else gets easier. Because what's the furthest thing from your mind physically? It's your feet. And as we get older, you watch people, they get slower, they get older, they get stiffer. When the hips don't work, then our vitality starts to go down, right? In Chinese medicine, they talk about the qua, the hip. That's the seat of our vitality and power. So being able to do the hula hoop, being able to roll those hips keeps us feeling young and vital and alive for longer and longer. And
Mm.
I'm 51. I know Steve Brad's slightly older than me, but let's mix it up and see how young you guys think I am once we get to play. And then the second part of it, Friday night, we're going to talk about Kung Fu life. I am one of the most traveled students with Grandmaster Ming, going back to the very, very beginning of the Wing Chun Museum, the project. I was the secretary, still am. Have a hand on a lot of the stuff that we put out, the books, the articles, the DVDs, kind of everything. And got some fun stories to share with you. If you guys want your Kung Fu to get better without even trying, just come to that session. We're going to do some Kung Fu Life and talk about some things. You won't even know how, but it's going to be falling like rain. And you're just going to start noticing your Kung Fu gets better effortlessly. And this is something Grandmaster Moyat told me way back in 1995 on my first trip to the New York headquarters, downtown Chinatown, New York City, November 1995. And he said that, and I was like, that's interesting. And then years later, just over
Mm.
time, he was 100% right. There's wisdom around us, but you've got to put yourself in the system. What does that mean? We'll talk on Friday night.
Mm.
Saturday is one of my favorite topics. We're going to be doing a grab proof series. I developed a special workshop. It's about 3 hours long, and it's how to become grab proof. And I taught this to moms and daughters. I taught this to dads and sons. I taught this to moms and sons and dads and daughters before they go off to college, because bad people are going to try to grab you physically, but they might try to grab you mentally, emotionally, socially,
Mm.
financially. And how do you avoid that stuff? Number one secret, awareness. Got to be watching. You want to learn the rest? You need to come to Saturday morning. And that is pretty much all ages. So that's going to be a really fun class, very interactive and dynamic. And then we're going to be working on reactional skills after lunch, which is all your chi sao, your clinging exercises, sticking exercises, some human flow drills. This is an area I love to play with. And then the last piece we're going to do on Sunday is all about leadership and influence and impact. And how can you get people's attention personally, professionally? How could you upgrade your skills in life, right? Because intelligence will get you hired. Emotional intelligence gets you promoted. So knowing how to
Mm.
handle that at home, at school, at work, how do you set yourself up for success? How could you go to college at a discount or for free? I will be covering this weekend. And I also wrote the only parenting book in the world with a money back guarantee. It's right there. It says no risk, money back guarantee. And this is all based on stuff we do inside our Kung Fu family. So you guys already have a leg up. You all will be getting a digital copy of this for free for attending. And Cecil Brad didn't even know that was happening until right this very minute.
Nice. I just found out.
That's
Yeah,
how I
thank you.
Yep. And so I've been doing this 30 plus years. And for a long time, I trained 7 days a week. I ran my school. I trained at Grandmaster Ming's house. When I was a young student, I would work the sandpaper factory, 7 a.m., get off work about 3:30, 4 o'clock, go rinse off, go to the Kung Fu school, stay till 9 or 10 o'clock, sometimes go to Grandmaster Ming's house until 2 and 3 in the morning, talking Kung
Hmm.
Fu, talking theory, talking all these exercises, all these experiences. I put myself into the system, and there's so much knowledge and so much wisdom. You guys have access. You don't realize this through Seafood Brad. You have access to such a wealth of knowledge and experience and understanding. And the things we do inside our Kung Fu family, they are unique, right? Not every
Mhm.
instructor says, "Hey, you want to come train with my teacher? Let's go. Let's have fun. You want to train with my Kung Fu brothers? Yeah, let's bring them in. Let's do this stuff." The more you put yourself in, the more that you will get out, right? If you just put yourself in a pinky, you're only going to get a pinky's worth of skill. Say it another way. You guys like to have fun, right? It's a hot summer day. We're in Texas, sweat pouring off your body. You're going to go to the pool. And then you get to the pool and you stick your pinky in the water. How much refreshment are you going to get, right? You're going to get whole body refreshment or just this much, right? Jump in the water this far, it's only this much fun. But if you jump in with your whole entire body,
Mhm.
right? Bathe in it, dive in, put everything in, how much fun you're going to have?
Mhm.
This much or whole body fun? So the more you put yourself in, the more you get out. We've had students graduate our Kung Fu family in high school, go on to college, hundreds of thousands of dollars for college. And that was in
Mhm.
the 90s. We could do more
Mhm.
better today. We've got the tools, the resources, but you have to have the vision. And that's what it means to be a leader, right? You can't push a rope. Managers push. When I hear parents say to me, "How do I push my kid?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're telling the wrong story. You're
Mhm.
managing your kid. Your kid's in charge. You don't push. You lead. You inspire. You motivate. And if you can't get there, get people around you who can. Because there's things that Cecil Brad has said. There's things I will say 98%, the exact same thing you say, but it lands for your kids. Cool.
Mhm.
Leverage it. Use it. Because do you want to be right or do you want to get results?
Mhm.
If you're in the results camp, then you're part of our Kung Fu family. Let's go make it happen. Okay. So that's a little bit of an overview, a little bit of the way that I like to play. And feel free to Google my name. I am not shy. I have a ton of stuff out in the world, a lot
Yeah.
of first hall.
Tons, tons. Yes.
So there you go. That's our
Well,
plan.
awesome, Hang. Man, just listening to you, I'm super hyped up, super motivated already. So it will be great to hang out with you, and you can meet, my students, and I'll show you a little Katy, Texas. Maybe we have some fun, and
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.